G'day, my name's Jeff. I'm the Trade Manager for Ultimate 4Drive, and today I'd like to take you through our Minespec ute. Let's start at the front of the car and we'll look at our frontal protection. Obviously, a lot of the mine vehicles are going to be going into the bush or in the desert regions. Frontal protection is a must. For those of you who are going to be doing night driving, then obviously a set of spotlights, good quality spotlights, is essential. We recommend and use the Light Force range. Okay, let's have a look under the bonnet. Starting at the front of the car and working our way back, one of the most important parts of the system is the electrical system. Under the bonnet you'll have a battery isolator. Depending on the mine site's regulations, it might have to be mounted on the bull bar as well. And our battery isolators always include an engine kill module, which we design here, so that if the engine's running in the event of an emergency shutdown, you can turn the isolator off, and if the engine's running, it'll stop the engine as well. So if there's any fuel or any other issue with the fire, then it just cuts it right down. Moving on, all our wiring systems come complete with a labelled fuse box. All connections are soldered, everything is shrink wrapped with heat shrink, and everything is in conduit, no exposed wires anywhere. Depending on the needs of the vehicle, some customers would prefer to have their emergency lighting wired to the auxiliary battery rather than running it off a main battery, so in the event that the lights have been on for quite some time, they can still start the car. So we always recommend a dual battery system. If you happen to be in a situation where your main battery has gone flat, then we can wire your vehicle up with an override switch. It brings your auxiliary battery into the circuit and it means you can start the car. All our vehicles will also have an automatic headlights on kit, which we've designed here. We can wire the system so that you can have an override switch in the dash. One of the added features of our headlights on kit is that you cannot accidentally turn the high beam on without turning on the headlights manually first. You generally can't see the little high beam light on the dash in the light of the day because it's not bright enough. So it's just another safety feature that we've added to our headlights on kit. Moving on to the other side of the vehicle. Obviously, as a Minespec vehicle, it's going to be working in an industrial environment. Always recommend a good quality air intake system, which we recommend and use the Safari snorkel. We'd also recommend using a radiator protection screen or an intercooler protection screen, where we'll actually put a powder-coated mesh in front of the radiator or on the intake of the scoop to prevent leaves and dirt and stones from coming in and damaging the alloy intercooler and the engine as well. Moving on to our light racks. All our light racks are built on quality Rhino gear. All our light racks, unless otherwise requested, will be bolted to the roof. We only use Hella, Nava, Perry, only good quality products. There are a number of different options when it comes to lights. This light rack up here in particular covers a full spec build, which includes your work lights, your high level stop tail light, reverse lights, beacon, reverse buzzer, and the flag. Moving into the cab. The switch configuration, we always use the factory blanking points that are in the car, so we don't have to cut up any dash that's unnecessary. All our switches are labelled, all switches are illuminated. Occupant safety is a very important part of a mine site vehicle, and every mine site vehicle that we build has to have an internal rollover protection system fitted to it. You can have a single hoop roll bar which sits behind the driver passenger, goes across the roof and down. These can be made to suit curtain airbags and non-curtain airbag models. The system that we use and recommend as often as possible is our MineCorp safety cell, 4-point safety cell. So it gives you true occupant safety for the rear passengers as well, not just in the middle of the vehicle. At Ultimate 4Drive we also produce heavy duty trays for the mine site market. We can just about build anything to your requirement. If you have an idea in your head that you want to do, we can build it because we have our own fabrication shop. Some mine sites may require that you have a ladder on the side of the vehicle so that you can have easy access and it's safe. Underbody water tank can be fitted left or right hand side, the universal. We also have heavy duty toolboxes, fire extinguishers, wheel chocks and holders, cab mesh protection. At the end of every job, any certification that is required for the vehicle, whether it be for a long range fuel tank, internal ROPS or suspension upgrade, we put the compliance plate on the vehicle and we do all the DPI paperwork so that you don't have to lift a finger. When the vehicle leaves the shop finished, it is ready to go to a mine site, nothing else to be done. So in summing up, if there are any questions that you have regarding a mine site build, just drop us a line at Ultimate 4Drive and talk to me, Jeff, or send us an email off the website and I'll be able to answer any of your questions that you have.